Delaware in the building. Y'all ain't ready for the Delaware takeover. Y'all not ready for this unique style and creativity that everybody in the world wants to see. Nas and Jay is bringing it, and everything they bring got that Delaware swag.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
What's going down? Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah.
You know what? Nobody said that to me today.
Well, why would they? I guess.
But you know, people used to say Happy Columbus Day.
Fair enough then.
So why isn't anybody saying that?
You make a good point if that is the case. I mean, you're right. I definitely haven't heard that. And why wouldn't you say Happy Indigenous Peoples Day just like you would potentially say Happy Cinco de Mayo?
Right.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Well, happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Welcome to your evening sip of local news. What's happening and...
It really is weird that I never have this locked in because I think the main problem is that...
That's 3 words. It's 3 words.
Real world...
3 words.
Real world...
Mess.
I have nonsense locked in my brain and I don't think I've actually been properly corrected. So, real world mess. I got you. Hey, everybody. Next week, I got you on the mess.
You are the mess.
For sure.
You got it because you are the mess.
For sure.
Today, we'll be talking about... I don't even want to talk about him because this is disgusting. This is triggering. Like, I want to throw up even saying his name.
Yeah, I can get it.
Kevin Gates. Simone. You put Simone Bibles.
Sure.
Because she's the truth.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I like that. I like that.
Hamas. Right?
Hamas and Israel. Yep, yeah. The war going on right there.
And then we're also going to talk about my New York trip.
Mm-hmm. Where do you want to start? Well, we should talk about the normal stuff. Sorry.
So, flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Flowers to all of you for continuing to tune in. Last month was a month of hell for me, and I feel like my energy's been a little bit down, but we're going to come back. We're going to get back. So, thank you for still tuning in and sharing and liking and supporting and doing all the things. You?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. What's going on around the town?
Yeah.
So
actually a lot.
Y'all know, yes, this was only what I decided to grab.
Yeah.
Because after a while I was like, okay, we have to have a show for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So Opera Delaware is doing a pop-up opera.
Yep, here it comes.
Yes, at Causey, is it Causey?
I don't
Mansion?
know. I'm going to guess Causey Mansion, but I'm not sure. I've never actually heard of it.
Okay, well, this is following Milford's downtown dessert tour. Jesus.
Ho, ho. Good job. Good job.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Dessert tour,
Mm-hmm.
Saturday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Causey Mansion, bed and breakfast. So head on over there this weekend and get you some good opera.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's going to be like some charcuterie or some dessert or something delicious because Carrie Ann knows how to throw a party.
Yeah, and then stay over and, have a good night with your significant other.
Yes.
Maybe do the wild thing and have some good,
What?
blueberry pancakes. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, okay.
Pop up.
Okay. Oh. All right. Camping Under the Stars.
Yes.
The Roberto Clemente Baseball League, October 14th. There's going to be a campfire. There's going to be there's movies, games. Set up your tent by 7:30 p.m. It says bathrooms.
I mean, yeah.
Concession stand will be open. This will be at Woodlawn Park. And if you'd like to go, for more information, 302-510-7800.
Yeah, I might try. I know Iz is involved with this, as he is with everything. And I might try and swing by immediately after my wedding. So I might see you there just for a bit since you guys are right around the corner. I might slide through, have a couple of drinks, and take myself home. But
yeah. Drinking in the park?
Listen, shh, don't tell.
Apple cider. I'm drinking apple cider.
Yes.
The Delaware Art Museum is having its Artist Jam and Coffee. If you look at this flyer, my dear friend Cheryl is the one who's having she has that face like she's expressing something. So that's Saturday.
Shout out to the Max. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cheryl and Chris.
Yes.
Just in general.
October 14th at 10 a.m. And this is for people who are looking to get their art seen and are just, looking to connect and network.
Art museum.
Oh, my.
considering the coffee. I mean, I know you guys have Caffeina there, but this would be a
The
wonderful.
Caffeina.
But I would listen if you ever do this again, and you guys want super snotty coffee. You know what I'm saying? The pour over stuff that I do. I would happily come to that event and make coffee for people.
Jake just be ready to slang his coffee every which way.
Well, didn't you have a good idea?
Don't bring that up.
Oh, okay.
bring
But
that
go
up.
ahead. Yep.
Also, the Delaware Art Museum is having the Korean Festival Saturday, October 14th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys head on over there.
This is one that I
might
actually really
go
want to
that.
attend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I have to be somewhere Saturday during the day, but one year I'm going to catch that. It's going to be great. Yeah.
Rockwood Park and Museum, Monday. Tomorrow, tomorrow and Wednesday at 6 p.m. The Haunted Trails of Rockwood from 6 to 10 p.m. So if you're interested in hearing a little spooky story or two. The Wilmington Library presents the Savage Chat series with the Blairisms, featuring Judge Faith Jenkins, and Kenny Lattimore, her hubby. And they had a baby, and the baby is adorable. And congratulations.
I mean, surprise. Those are two pretty perfect looking people. So
I know.
no surprise.
Talented, pretty, intelligent. I mean, come on.
Yeah, the baby's going to be a winner.
The baby's going to be the bomb. All right. So, yeah, that's free. And then we have City Sounds Downtown Block Party Series. Live music by Spooky Speaky. That's October 12th from 5 to 8 p.m., 1300 block of North Washington Street. Vendors, free ice cream, and giveaways. And then Primetime Family Reading. The Newcastle Public Library, every Wednesday from 6 to 7:30 p.m., starting October 11th, ending November 15th. Enjoy a free dinner, books to take home, door prizes, and more. Ages 6 to 10. Can y'all make an exception for the twins? I mean, they'll be 6 one day.
Don't tell on yourself. And everybody checking IDs. Just show up and go ahead.
All right. So we're going to go. I'm going to see y'all.
Yeah, you just snitched on yourself, ding dong. Yeah.
Do you know who I am? I work for the mayor's office. And that's what's going on around town.
Shay Ron.
Oh, yes. Live and local unplugged Shay Ron and Q. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't Sharon and Q. It's Shay Ron and Q.
It's Shay Ron and Q, period.
At the
You know what I
Queen,
mean?
Wednesday from 4 to 9 p.m. What are we doing? Oh, we have the UAE series. Because I would love to go. Like, I want to go.
Yeah, but, you know, wait, what time is their event?
4 to 9.
4 to 9. So you can technically catch both.
Make it.
You could catch both if you were really committed, because the UAE shows go from 6:30 to like 6:40, 7:45, right?
Yeah.
So you could be out, you know, get to the Queen by 8 o'clock and still catch them.
And
so
then this week at the UAE, it's going to be Grace Kelly, who is a huge deal. She's very excited to be here. I got to speak with her road manager, and they are super ecstatic, and I'm excited.
And I'll be there with my camera.
And Oh My Barbecue will be vending again. They were a hit last week.
Listen, because they're the best barbecue.
Yes.
They're amazing. They're fantastic.
They were a hit.
Listen, I'll do this. If you don't know, it's a secret, I feel like, and maybe I guess they're playing a huge role in making it not a secret anymore. But I'm not Koreans, Filipinos can make the heck out of some barbecue. The rice the way they do it, the garlic rice, their brisket is amazing. Their ribs are amazing. Like, listen, I had no idea that Filipinos can throw down like that, but they can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to dive into your thing? You going to talk about?
Which one?
Real quick, flowers to Tony Allen, President Tony Allen from Delaware State University. He was on NPR talking about the the fact that HBCUs get billions less than they should, okay, in
Federal dollars.
Federal dollars, okay? Let me just repeat that. Billions less. So yeah, just want to put that out there. And he did a great job of rooting for us, and it was great to hear. Yeah. And I'm an avid NPR listener, so that was pretty cool to be like,
yeah,
I know him.
Delaware.
I know him. That's crazy. So yeah. All right, let's Let's do my New York trip first.
Okay. No, save that because it's fun. I feel the New
Okay.
York trip is fun. Like we'll talk
Okay.
about some heavy stuff, but like let's
Okay.
keep the fun. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I do want to say a couple of things about Indigenous Peoples Day, just from my end. So number one, it's great that we are celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day instead of we don't talk about, okay?
No,
Yeah, we don't talk about that dude with the C. And it's an interesting day for me because, in as much as it's just a fact
Oh, yeah, because you're a turtle.
that I have indigenous blood, you know what I mean? Culturally, I identify however you want to slice it. Culturally, I'm just black. I'm just black. You know what I'm saying? So it's a weird day for me because I know that I have.
I just want to.
Are you my grandma? Because this is some old 1930s, 1940s way of determining whether or not somebody, that was just like, whoo, good God.
Did you hear the crinkle?
Right. I wonder how many of you all have no idea what she just did. I bet a bunch of you all have no idea what she just did. It's actually really funny.
You know what's sad? If you would have put it next to me, if you really
Don't play yourself. I can play you right now, but I'm not gonna do that to you. But I've been struggling to get in the sun to like maintain what melanin I do have. But anyway, it's a weird day. Not a weird day, but it's a day that makes me think about trying to educate myself more on that part of my genetics. But I do think that it's a beautiful thing, obviously, that we all should be celebrating. And, maybe one day I will dig even deeper. But shout out to the Nanacoke Nation, to the Lenni Lenape, to all indigenous people. That idea of still here is beautiful, and they are still here, so it's a wonderful day to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you break down to us? I don't know anything about Hamas.
So
I know what I've seen online, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The police violence, gun violence, all the videos of the shootings and the killings and the chokings, and then the war, like I
tread lightly.
Yeah, I'm just saying all of those things I have consciously I scroll up. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. So forgive me for not coming prepared, but at the same time I have to protect my peace.
So there's war in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas right now, and the war was ignited. And I'm trying to be. Number one, I'm not as educated as a lot of people on the history of those relations between Palestine and Israel. But the bottom line is, Hamas shot thousands of rockets into Israel. Thousands of people have died, and the two places are at war. They're right next to each other, like literally on top of each other, and they're at war. The only thing that I really want to say from my end is, number one, I hope that they find a way to reach some kind of peace soon so that the war stops. It's just started and everyone is on 10, and it could possibly get very, very ugly in a lot of different ways, especially because of all of the different nations that are connected to both sides of this conflict. The main thing that I think everyone wants is immediate peace, but I don't know how that's possible. I will say this. I know someone who was very close to my wife, whose 3 daughters are over there right now, and they can't get home because of the war that just started. And she's terrified for her family. And I'm sure that the same dynamic is literally on the other side of this border. Wrong or right, justified or not, war is always, in my opinion, when humanity basically fails. When you have to resort to violence, that's when you've lost all of the things that really make us human. We just go to our lowest version of ourselves and we use violence. And sometimes violence is unfortunately necessary, but at the end of the day, I personally am just praying for peace there and anywhere there is war. But I encourage everyone, because I'm in the process of trying to educate myself more on this specific issue. I know there's so many things and so much trouble in the world. But if you dig a little bit on this specific issue, it's very volatile and it's something that really could impact us in a way that you might not expect in the long term. So I'm praying for peace. I'm praying for my wife's friend and family, and I'm praying for anyone who is being affected by this, that peace is reached. And I'll leave it there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we want is peace. Let's go into something lighter, and then we'll go into
Okay.
the mess. Talk about your girl, Simone Bibles.
Long story short, and there's layers to it, but I'm gonna be brief on this one, is she is now like officially the most decorated gymnast ever, period. That's men, women. She is just like, you can argue whatever you want, but like on paper, she's the GOAT.
Medals don't lie.
Like medals don't lie. She has the most.
No, the medals don't lie.
And yeah, but we said this last week already, but there is, and Americans in particular love a good comeback story. And she has an amazing one because she dropped out of the Olympics because she was having some real psychological stress that was affecting her ability to do what she does, to do gymnastics. And a lot of people poured a lot of meanness on her, and to see her take her time to reset herself on the biggest stage in front of everyone, to have the courage to do that, and then the strength to return even better after 10 years of dominating a sport. She was 16 when she won her first world championship, and to be 26 at an age that's considered ancient for a gymnast and still like and better than she was is unbelievable. She's an American heroine. And I hope, and I'm sure it's coming, but she's arguably, maybe with this one, like our greatest athlete, period. She's an amazing human being, and to see her do what she continues to do is fantastic, and I hope to see everyone do nothing but celebrate her because she's amazing and she's an inspiration, and that's it. Yeah.
So
I don't know what you're going to say, but I know what you're going to say.
So Kevin Gates, there's a video of him on stage at a performance, tilting a woman's head back and proceeding
to spit in her mouth. It was so gross to me. As a gross person who's gross, I couldn't even, like, I thought for a half a second about pulling up the image and putting it on the screen for you guys.
No.
But it's absolutely disgusting.
You know, let me.
But Google it.
You Google it. So real quick, Wallow penned an open letter to the rap industry. People want authentic, high quality music. Right. I'm not gonna read you the whole thing. I'm gonna read you just a few excerpts. The landscape of the rap industry is undergoing a remarkable transformation, and it's becoming increasingly evident that today's fans have become more discerning and sophisticated in their tastes.
Clearly.
For a significant period, it seemed like attention-grabbing antics and manufactured controversies were driving force behind the rap game's success. However,
Pound Town.
This era is gradually drawing to a close. The numbers, particularly those on platforms like YouTube and Spotify, Apple charts, are painting a starkly different picture.
Continue.
In this transformed landscape, the practice of paying for a feature from a more established artist no longer guarantees success. In essence, the rap game is experiencing a significant Metamorphosis. And artists and their teams was adapted to this new
Metamorphosis
reality.
makes it sound like it's about to like.
Done.
Metamorphosis makes it sound like there's an elevation.
There are several more big words that I need to complete.
Mm-hmm.
And artists and their teams must adapt to this new reality by prioritizing musical authenticity and the cultivation of a devoted fan following rather than relying on outdated gimmicks and manufactured trends. I wish you all.
I mean, it's so disgusting to me. It's so
Wallow.
disgusting to me that I don't even like y'all see me do inappropriate stuff on the show, on the screen. I don't have it in me to like even begin to like make up a loogie and pretending like I'm dropping in someone's mouth because it's just disgusting. And I'll admit that I just have a thing against spit. Like
That's nasty.
that's the one thing that will bring me immediately
That's
to 10.
how you end up in like. That's how if you spit on me.
One of the worst fights I
going to
ever got
jail.
in was because someone spit on
I'm
me.
going to jail.
So the idea that I would let no,
ain't no way.
but not even
And
let.
and listen, I love my husband, but ain't no way you gonna spit in my mouth. Ain't no way. Ain't nothing.
Hold
ain't
on.
nothing.
Shout out to my friend.
Who is your friend?
Shout out to my friend who will remain unnamed. And I don't even know if he ever watches the show regularly, but shout out to my friend who used to trade spit in that way
Ew.
with his ex-wife.
No.
Shout out to you, bro, because
My stomach hurts.
there's not enough nasty, there's not enough liquor. I don't understand. I just don't get it. And people do this, but like, no, it's too much for
So
me.
for people who don't know, Kevin Gates is a rapper.
And he's very odd. I'm sorry. I
Very-
know, but he's very popular. A lot of
he's-
respect by some
listen,
people.
The fact that people book shows, he book shows is baffling to me. So then we have that, right?
He's a disturbed person.
We have Sexy Red, whose sex tape was leaked onto her Twitter,
Leaked.
and she's heartbroken.
Leaked. You believe that? You believe that, huh? That's what happens when you see the end coming quickly, even though you've only had 2 songs. Like, oh, better do something to spice it up.
And then you see this open letter to the rap industry from Wallow. Like, sir, I don't know what you're looking at, but what I'm looking at is
Shout out to the Delaware Art
constant
Museum for keeping real
effery.
hip hop alive.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, I think it's beautiful. Not the come up, but like the Delaware Art Museum is doing things like the library, and the library is doing things like the art museum, and they're like, it's all happening at once, and I'm like,
Shout out to Seta, you know, some young boy in his 20s doing his thing, making like real music and not spitting in someone's mouth.
I just want to know what is he looking at that says there's a metamorphosis, that says there's a transformation? Because all I see, this is only
Did you
this
watch
past
the
weekend.
video of the spitting? Did you
I
watch
saw
the video?
a clip and I turned it off.
Did you see the girl's reaction? Because she
No!
was clearly
Oh, she wanted to throw up.
she was clearly disgusted.
Listen, first of all,
I don't like. I would do it for my wife if she was like, you know, this is the only way to save my life. Yeah, all right, cool.
well, you know.
But I'm like the idea that like, ooh, baby, look at you in
that's
that.
not the only time he's done some reckless,
Girl,
weird,
you look
nasty
good
stuff.
tonight, and look at you in that dress. Have me a little drink, a little wine. You know what I'm saying? Put on some good music.
What is with your voice?
Hold
What are
on,
you
because
doing?
this is how I talk when it's sexy time. You know what I'm saying?
Ew, Lisa!
Yeah.
Lisa!
Oh, girl, look at you looking all good.
Ew!
You still got it together. Hey.
Ew, stop, Jay! God.
That?
Ew.
Like, that's an immediate, like the only thing I would do.
I'm calling the cops.
You could use it as a test.
I'm calling
So
the
what,
cops.
like if you were dating someone for the first time.
We
and
wouldn't be dating.
No, listen to me. I have a theory now. This is how you use it. This is how you use that. Here's what you do. If
I
you're,
need to drink some tea.
if you're dating someone and you're like, you're not quite sure if they're a good character or not, you should do the spit test. What you should do is get all sexied up, get her trashed. Everyone get trashed. And then
Ain't no way.
Just listen to me. This is the test to know whether or not she's a keeper or not. And then you say, baby, let's do something nasty tonight. Let's just get nasty. And you lean over, and if she opens her mouth to take that spit, you kick her right out the door. You kick her out of the door immediately. She's a terrible person. You shouldn't run her around your wife and kids. You should tell her to get out,
nasty.
call the police and say this is a terrible person.
Listen, I'm calling if
And I'm sorry if I offended
So,
somebody, because I know somebody watching this is like, I did that before.
We do that
I
all the
do that.
time.
That's my thing.
Dang,
They're judging me. I'm judging you.
Listen, I even like I went as far as thinking about the men that I find like hella attractive, right? And I had the opportunity to be on stage with them, but right? Let me tell you something. If you spit when you talk, I have a problem with you. And Jay knows, because we've been doing interviews, and what do I say to you when we get in the car? What do I say to you?
I'm telling you, I have just realized that I've come up with the perfect test for whether or not a girl.
Can you not?
I'm gonna sit down with my son one day, and he's gonna be, Dad, I got a nice little girl, and I want you to meet her, and I want you to know what you think.
Son,
I'm
she wants you to spit in her
son,
mouth?
did you do the spit test yet?
Oh my God.
Did you do the spit test? Well, let me tell you about the spit test. Mm-hmm. What'd she do? Get out! Get out! Don't even bring it to my table. There you go.
I just, I don't, he's an odd one. But what else? The
Deviance.
rap industry, the R&B industry, like half the stuff that people do on stage anyway, all of it, like, is
I mean, I'll take your
trifling.
gum. I'll chew your gum. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll swap that maybe, but
That's nasty.
just a loogie?
That is nasty.
Just like...
Moving on, because I can't take it anymore. I'm so grossed out.
You should be.
Kelvin
You gotta read it because I can't.
Kelvin
pronounce it.
Kiptum.
Yeah.
You sent it to me.
So listen, I should actually have given flowers to this man, because I'm not going to act like I'm some big follower of marathons, but I casually and very slowly run. Okay, so if I run 3 to 5 miles, if I run 5 miles, it'll take me about 45 minutes, right? This man ran 26 miles.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
In 2 hours.
I still don't understand what's happening.
He is basically sprinting for 26 miles.
Didn't he use special shoes too?
No, that's a different guy. This guy broke the record at the Chicago Marathon.
Broke his legs.
And if you watch him running and you really pay attention to his stride, he's basically sprinting for 26 miles.
And listen, ain't nobody seen him since. Ain't nobody seen him since. You wanna know why? Because he's crawling. He's belly
The
gliding.
craziest thing was at the end of the race, like when I would be hobbling and dying, he's jumping around and cheering and jumping into people's arms like he didn't even look remotely tired. It was crazy.
That's
So
what them drugs do to you.
no, don't let that man. Don't say that to him. Don't say that. No, that man is au natural. He ran for He ran 26 miles in 2 hours.
He's naturally probably in bed.
He is-
naturally probably can't walk.
It's an unbelievable feat. So yeah, I just had to make sure that we
you know
knew
what?
that. What?
All of these UFO sightings.
She tried to call the black man a alien, as though
Listen,
black
I'm
man.
telling you,
She tried
ain't
to act
no
like the
way.
black man can't
Oh,
accomplish.
he was black?
Okay, let me tell you something.
Oh, he was black? I didn't know he was black.
Let me explain something to you.
Listen, he pulled his
If
ancestors
you are
out of
from
him.
Kenya,
he ran
if
to
you
the
are,
north.
you know, all the best marathoners are from Africa. Them Kenyans will.
But is he black or is he African?
He's Kenyan.
Oh, he's African.
He's African. Yes.
Okay.
Kenyan. Sorry, but.
Okay.
You better get us in trouble.
No,
But
I'm black. I can say things.
that African man ran his tail off. It was unbelievable.
Child,
Yeah.
listen. Okay. So, real quick, just because we're already in the mess, before we go into my New York trip, I saw this online and I've been wanting to talk about this and I just keep forgetting. So here we are. The Shade Room, sometimes they post these random questions and things and ask the people to comment. So they said, roommates, is $150 enough to take a woman out on a date?
Damn sure better be.
So I sat down with myself and I had a conversation. I said, okay, what would a nice date be like for me?
But just a normal, simple. It doesn't have to be like the nicest date, but just a date.
Just a nice date.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so for Naja, a nice date. So y'all already know I love to eat. So anywhere I can get me a good margarita, a good thing of nachos, and like, if I'm feeling steakish, I might do a steak, but you know. So somewhere with good nachos, good drinks, and a good atmosphere, right? So that bill would be what? $70?
Maybe. Depending on
Okay.
where you go.
Right. And then usually after that,
But that
I'm
in itself
sleepy.
is a good date. Y'all went to go eat.
Right, and I'm sleepy after that, so you can just take me home.
Yeah.
But if I'm feeling froggy,
You go out for more drinks.
true. I may or may not want a snack. So, a trip to the market real quick. And I always think it's so cute when you go on the dates, the random places. You get all cute, you go to the market, and then you go down the aisles together and you're giggling and stuff. That's just me. I don't know. But what is that? Like another $20 because you're getting chips and salsa, and some Biscoff.
See, I don't know what the argument is. Like, who can't pull that off?
Well,
and
the comments.
Well, these are terrible people. These are people who waste money that you don't want. Like, you don't want to marry someone like that, guys. If that person is saying that they can't have a date for under $150,
well, those are terrible people.
She's gonna dry you out. You're not gonna have $1 ever in your life. No, you want a woman who is willing to hey, let's have a good time and spend money tonight, but also who will be able to pinch pennies. You can't just be blowing money. Yeah, that's terrible. If $150 should easily, it might not be the most expensive date you could possibly be on, but you can have a ding dang good time.
You know what it made me think? Am I settling? Do I deserve more?
No.
Because if these heifers is out here with $500 dates, some girl was talking about, he got to send me $200 for my hair.
Is she married?
This isn't about marriage.
And she won't be.
It's not about marriage.
And she won't be.
It's not about marriage.
She won't be.
It's just about the date.
She won't be. Why do you date?
I mean, everybody dates for different reasons.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If I'm dating just for this, trying to get some behind, you should.
If I'm dating trying to get some behind, what the hell is that?
If I can't pull that off for $150, there's a problem. No way. Get out of here. That's not to say I won't spend more, but the idea that you can't have a decent date for $150 is absurd. It's absurd.
You know what? I was thinking
there's no argument.
Back in the day, if somebody paid for my Wendy's, if a nigga paid for my Wendy's, I was happy. Listen, if you got me a full meal and I was able to get a large and a cookie, child, you had me.
'Tis the gift to be simple, man.
Man. But these
you
women
stressed out and broke all
here.
your life. Yeah.
Jay is like,
Nope.
It's
a hard no.
What's a good restaurant to spend $150 at?
It's a lot. La Fia, right downtown, is one. I mean,
ain't nobody going to know La Fia.
That's not true. I mean, I don't know what you're talking. What do you mean?
I have to remember that you're a little bit older than me, and I'm thinking about where, because
30-year-olds go to La Fia and have a great time.
None of my peoples have ever talked about La Fia.
That's your peoples.
La Fia.
Listen, go there on a Friday night and you will see people in their 30s for sure.
How much is Bardea?
About the same.
Really?
Yeah, they're on the same price frame.
Tell us what y'all think. I need to know where y'all going, how much you spending, what's appropriate, what is your cap? Say you're having a bomb time and y'all decide you're just gonna go and have some fun.
It depends on the occasion. It depends on how much money I have and how I'm feeling.
And is $150 a first date, or
It
is
could be.
$150 later on?
It could be either one. It could definitely be a first date. Yeah.
Okay, so you're telling Jay.
Because you go out, it's easy to spend it, but it's also, you don't have to spend it. You could go out, you could go to a movie, get some, basic.
At the movies alone, you spending $50 because the tickets is $400.
Right, but then if you go.
And then the popcorn is $12,000.
Right.
So there you go. That's your whole date.
And then you go to just more of a simple restaurant and, drink. They go to just a sort of, go to a mom and pop Mexican place. Have a great night. Yeah, get a pitcher of margaritas, get yourself some whatever, tacos and everything, you're good. Well in 150. If a woman, no, and this is serious for any fool who is taking this advice. If you can't, if your woman isn't satisfied with a mom and pop Mexican restaurant,
but why does it have to? Have to be mom and pop? Why can't they do a rooftop bar?
Because those are better places.
Why can't they do a rooftop bar?
They can. You can. But you can do a rooftop bar and still stay in 150 unless you're getting trashed. You can totally do it.
I don't don't know. I'm gonna be. I have no idea because I'm good.
How do you
for
have no
ordering.
idea? That's what I'm saying.
Well, because I don't spend money on dates.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're able to do. Well, you don't
My
spend the
date
money.
is on the couch. We order food, pass out.
No, that's not true. But yeah.
Oh my God, the people in these comments.
No, they're absurd
child.
people.
I can't.
You can't never. The comment sections are never reality. But yeah.
I don't know. I think they are.
No.
All right, so now that we know that Jay ain't spending $1 over $10.50.
It's literally not true. I just said $150 is perfectly. Yeah.
Oh my God. So I went to New York this past weekend for my bestie's birthday. Woo woo, happy birthday, bestie. So Friday, I drove up and we went to the spa. It was called World Spa. Now, Naja has never been to a spa.
Which is very interesting. Because you seem like a spa person.
I don't
At face value, but
Really?
you're not.
Why?
Because you like getting glamorous and doing all the girly things. So I'd be like, yeah, like, duh, you would like a spa. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be one of your things. Like, I'm going to do a spa. Like, you get your hair done. You'll get your nails done. Like, you'll get all, do the makeup. So why wouldn't you go to a spa? Like, it's tied together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I failed at spying. We got there. So my initial
You got
thought.
Spotified?
I don't think that makes sense.
Spotified?
I don't get it.
It's fine.
My brain's not connected.
That's fine. That's fine.
So we got there. It was beautiful. It smelled good. But there was a whole bunch of people, and I did not expect that. I thought initially that it was going to be me with my hair wrapped in a towel, a robe on, some cucumbers on my eyes, good sounds, and like 4 women. Okay, and 2 of them was going to be real bougie with a wine glass.
And I'm sure that is available, but this wasn't your experience. But go ahead. Sorry.
Let me tell my story, because you don't know what I'm about to say. Okay. So we get in the locker room. They got these nice little wristbands, everything. We get changed. We go on out. We go upstairs, and there's all these different rooms that you can go in. And outside of the rooms, they tell you what it is and stuff.
Is this inclusive?
So what we did was not all inclusive, but like you get a day pass.
Okay.
So after we came out the bathroom in our robes, we walked up the stairs and noticed that there were 4 beautiful women in nicer robes. And I turned and I said, well, where are you getting them from? And she was like, oh, I think you have to pay more.
I'm not surprised.
I looked at Janelle, I was like, oh, so we the broke bitches here today.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
So that was like, okay, cool. It's all right. It's okay. I'm at the spa. I'm spying with my bestie. We go upstairs. And y'all know I'm weird. Okay, so let's just start there. Y'all know I'm weird.
I don't think they really know how weird you are.
I'm very weird. I'm special, okay? I'm special. So we're reading all of the rooms, and I see there's a pool, and there's like a upstairs pool and all that. She's like, okay, let's go get in a sauna. I have seen on the movies and the TVs.
Oh, I can see why you don't like that. I can understand not liking that.
I have seen the spas on the other side of the screen.
But you can't feel it.
But I had no idea, okay?
Yeah.
So so I see that there's a haze of heat and water. And I'm like, oh, it's a hot room. I'm okay. I take showers all the time.
No.
We go in that room. Mind you, I'm in my bathing suit. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, but I do not like being in bathing suits in public. I'm not a bathing suit woman. I just don't. I like my giblets and things covered up. It is what it is. So we go in there. You got to take your robe off. And I walk in and I stop breathing because I didn't know how to breathe in the heat. And I turned to Janelle.
Saunas are not comfortable for me.
I was like this.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah.
I couldn't breathe. I didn't know if to breathe through my nose or my mouth because I wasn't sure if I was going to drown.
That's funny.
But
it feels just like Delaware in August, but.
No, this was different.
I'm playing.
This was different. And then the water was falling from the ceiling, the hot water, so it would fall onto my back.
So you feel like you're drowning.
And I thought I was drowning. And at some point, so what I ended up doing, because heat rises, I was like this. I was talking to her like that. So then...
Wait. What is she? Is she like chilling? Just like, yeah,
she's like,
baby.
it's okay. You can do it. I
You can do it.
So
She's having to like encourage
She
you.
knows. She knows I'm weird.
Okay.
She knows. Okay. This is why we're best friends.
But is she enjoying herself?
Yes.
Kind of laughing at you a little bit?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're sitting in there, and she starts cracking up because I was like this. Like I'm trying to remember how to breathe.
She should have had the camera
It was so hot. It was so hot. It was so just moist, and I didn't like it. And then there were two
Please don't
people
say moist
in
around me again.
And there were two people in there with their bare bodies on the tile in this hot room.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to sweat. So that means they was in there before me. And I was only in there for 5 seconds. And they naked basically. So where was the sweat going, Jay? Into the ether. Into my body.
You breathe it.
I'm breathing in other people's hot breath and sweat. Child, I tell you, it took everything in me not to have a panic attack.
How long did you stay in there?
For that room, we were in there maybe 5 minutes.
You would think it was 20. Oh my God.
It may have been less than
so
that.
you made it for 5 minutes,
I was like
maybe.
this. I put my folded
How did
my
you
towel.
How did you know that it was time? Like, how did Janelle know that it was time to change rooms?
Because I was like this.
She was like, okay, let's just.
And then the water, and I kept going like this because the water was like hitting me in the back. So then we went to another sauna room, and it was even
You're
hotter.
spiraling out of control right
I was,
now.
I was, and it was even hotter. And I had to go up. You had to go up. And you know, he rises. Because I was good with the other one because it was just low seating. But the up one, you had to go up. Which means I really couldn't breathe. And there was even more hot water splashing on my body.
I'm sorry, keep going. It's going to drive me crazy. Continue.
There's even more hot water splashing onto my back. I'm telling you, I now know what lobsters go through when they die. I was a lobster. I couldn't take it. I was like, can we please?
I think you're more of a crab, but that's fine.
I don't care. I was some type of crustacean because I was not happy. And the whole time, it's my best friend's birthday. And I'm like, this is great. She was just like, you know, living her best life. And I'm sitting here like looking at the dirt spots on the ground, noticing that nobody has come in to wipe the floor or the seat where somebody else.
Oh my God, you're in OCD mode now.
Child,
Lord have mercy.
it was like everything. So then she was like, okay, let's go to the pool.
Where you cool off.
So here's the thing about pools.
Oh God, you just sucked the fun out of the whole damn. Woo.
Number one, I don't like being cold. I don't like being too hot, and I don't like being too cold. We go to the pool, and there's two pools. The first pool, it said it was 98 degrees. It was not.
Yes, it was. It was just relative to where
It
you were
was
coming
not.
from.
It wasn't. It was cold. I was cold.
It was cold next to
And
where
she's
you're
like,
coming
come on,
from.
dip. And I'm like, bitch, you lucky I got a toe in here, okay? So I get in, and she's like, come on, sit back, let the jets, and I'm just like this.
This sounds like someone trying to drag their puppy dog into the pool.
Listen,
and it's like,
I felt like
Yeah.
I did. We get in the pool, and she's like, okay. And mind you, I am trying to just to like regulate myself, right?
So you've gone from like melting hot to now you're freezing cold to you, but go ahead.
So she's like, okay, so we're in the pool. We were like in that pool for like maybe 5 minutes. Then she goes to the other pool. That pool was perfect. It felt like a bath.
Okay.
But then I realized that I'm in the bath with 4 other people, and this woman comes out after putting her head in and spits in the water. She spits in the water, Jay, in the hot pool, because it wasn't a hot tub. The hot tub was right next to it, but in the hot pool. So I'm like, I was struggling, and then.
Okay.
She wants to get in the hot tub. And I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do the hot tub. Even though it's a people soup and there's like 6 people in there. I was like, I can do it. I can do it. Because people are in and out. I almost passed out. I almost passed out. I started feeling like real woozy and I almost threw up. And she was like, okay, let's go get some water. And I'm like, don't do this. Don't do what you don't want is to call your husband from Brooklyn, New York, because you've passed out in a hot tub of people soup at 32 years old.
You were about to be soup.
Listen, I was a boiled carrot. At that point, I was so overdone.
Boiled banana, but yeah.
I'm telling you. So then we go to another cold pool. There were specklies in it. I need to get this out.
But there's a whole weekend. Like, come on now.
I know. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to explain to you.
Yeah.
It was beautiful to spend the time with my best friend, but by the time we left, I could have kissed the ground leading into the place because I was like, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. So then we go out and we get home, get changed. We go to the Red Pavilion, and it was a Chinese 1920s jazz lounge. And they performed music from the 1920s. And here's the thing. In between each song, they educated the crowd on jazz from between the 1920s and the 1960s. And they even they went so far as to explain like the music was extremely racist and sexist. And some of the songs they didn't perform the lyrics. They had a singer there who was phenomenal. They had only done the instrumental version because the lyrics were so bad. And I thought that was so cool because you were educating them. The music was good. The drinks were good. It was just really great. Then Saturday was her party. Everybody came over. When I tell you what, we got so tore up. At one point, we were both in the bathroom throwing up.
Don't do that. Don't nobody.
Listen, I had me a time. I had me a time. And then the spice of the weekend, I found a pair of barely used Louboutins for $50 at the thrift store. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. So that was my lovely weekend, spending time with my bestie and doing all the things and experiencing things.
I feel like the spa story specifically could like be a really funny movie scene if it was done the right way.
Child, there's more, but it was not for me. And you know what? That's okay. No. That is okay.
I mean, it means you're cheaper to keep. That's a good thing. I'm just saying. You don't have to worry about like $200 spa nights every month.
My spa would be the expensive one because I want the private room, the private pool, the private cabana, private massage. I can't do to everybody in the same room and
I
in the same
actually get
pool.
that though. I mean, I don't mind the pool, but having a lot of people is annoying.
But she had a great time, and that's what matters. So happy birthday, Jenny. I love you. So yeah. That was my weekend. You got anything else?
No, no, I got nothing else at all. So
all right.
I don't think that I missed anything on the stories that we had.
No.
All right, guys. Yeah.
It's a light week.
Not really. We actually didn't realize how long we've been here. No, it's been an hour.
Oh well. Well, thank you for watching. We love you so much.
Yeah, we will see you next Monday. And I kind of half lied to y'all. I did not get up the video of us singing from the Black Party, but I promise you I will get that up this week. Should we talk about any of the things coming up in terms of Chris Mahana Kwanzaa?
December 15th, make sure you put that on your calendar, Chris Mahana Kwanzaa 3. The information will be out soon, but put that on your calendar now. It will be at Theater N, December 15th, Chris Mahana Kwanzaa with Naj and Jay.
And I'll say this, we have some new programming that we're working on, coming probably next year, so just hold your horses.
We love you for watching. Bye!
Bam.